So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir, we should not do this. Not now. Haven't we had enough warnings, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death?
Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you?
Hey, Ma!
Fine. Same to you. Please, Cass, activate it. Yes. It's working. Come on. Yes. It's working!
Is there something wrong, Harry?
The ground. The ground is shaking. No. No!
No, no, no! I can't!
I told you, Everhart. You damn fool! You're going to kill us all!
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound. Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound. Wow, this door looks thicker than any I've ever seen. these stone columns just vibrate? Amazing! The hatches are opening. Now the wheel is moving. These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine. Huh, that was easy. These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine. That should give the turbine some energy. Great, we did it. Now everything should be powered. Blood-soaked rags. Homemade loudspeakers, probably to amplify the sound. I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up. Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on. What's happening this time? Where am I? I can feel the fever rising. Oh God, no. My illness. Is it coming back? Was this an ocean? An ocean that dried up? My cane. No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again. Hair is so dry. I need to find water. My bed. Another memory. How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed? I'd better find some shade before I dry right up. The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again. I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy. Is that a house? That's not a house. That's our house in Inglewood. Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind? Harry? Are you home? I miss you so much, old pal. A picnic with Harry's brother and sisters. I started wearing gloves shortly after that day. I am definitely losing my mind. I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you... Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts. It's a photo of my mother and me. She had just gotten worse from her illness. The happiest day of my life. And one of the few pictures of Harry without his glasses. The Everhart twosome. What a duo. My mother's music box. Checkmate in 3 moves. Cousin Robert? But I don't have any cousins. What a sweet melody. What was that? Another vivid dream? And my music box again, but it wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune. I've lived more in these last 2 days than in the previous 6 years. With my illness, I'd forgotten about the kind of person I am. I might not be daring, but I am determined. Love gave me strength, but it also gave me something to lose. I haven't sung since I got sick, but let's give it a shot. That was quite a show. This feels like hallowed ground. Are they bathing him in black ooze? His hands are changing, like in my dream. Look at those spots. They look like mine. Now he's some sort of man-fish? Fish of every size and shape. This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite. These patterns look too familiar. She sounds worried for him, I think. Where is this taking me? Looks like I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below. It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands of years. Harry threw a bottle against the wall. Was it because he was frustrated for not deciphering this? A broken liquor bottle. Is this Harry's? He hates booze. Harry marked this symbol for a reason. I'd better write it down. I've seen this symbol in the murals several times. I guess it can be applied to both water and black ooze. Well, this one was easy, I think.
My dear old pal, Nora. I wish I could write something else, but a long time ago I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's done, whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life, I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy, all for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papeete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what? What do I do now? Are you still on the island? I have to find you. God's blood. Does this mean that... Is this related to me somehow, to my disease? So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation. This one was really hard to figure out. Good job, Harry. I'm starting to understand this language. Well done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard part of figuring things out. John McCormack's Dear Old Pal of Mine? A favorite song. complex pattern. This is the right combination. It appears Harry didn't advance any further. Those are drums of some sort. I can sing, but I'm awful when it comes to playing music. Wrong. Let's try again. No, I screwed up. Let's try again. Let's try again. This technology never ceases to amaze. Harry said it didn't work for him, so it shouldn't work for me either. Unless there's something different about my hand. Anyway, Nora, you know what you've got to do. My hands. Look at my hands. This is definitely not a dream. And I'm starting to doubt the others were dreams too. I should be scared, but it's hard to explain what I feel, but it isn't fear. Not a bit. Another one of those gates, like the one I saw in the temple. I'm back to being me. It's hard for me to understand how these gates work. What happens every time I cross one of them? Another panel of this strange technology. What's it for? Something related to the currents? land is pierced by underground currents. That architecture again. Where is this gate going to lead me now? What a quiet and peculiar place. Looks like some sort of food. It's not human food, though.
We slaves, masters,
Heavens, slaves and masters and... Naqal. Wasn't Naqal in the notes? Although they are the same style, these huts are much simpler than the magnificent architecture I've seen up to now. Whoever the inhabitants were, they were living here against their will. Someone vandalized this mural. Some hands look human, but others are amphibian hands. I wonder who used to live here. It seems it was abandoned ages ago. I understood that. Water animal. Is that what I am now? There are some hand marks made with pigments. I wonder if they mean something. I better draw them just in case. Is that How can I explain what's happening to me? What is the meaning of all this? God's blood, transformation, eternal life. I feel like I'm going through what was written in that inscription. Black blood in eyes, like in the well. This reminds me of some prehistoric cave paintings, like in the Cueva de las Manos in South America. inhabitants of this village lived at different altitudes. Some even lived inside the water. They used this sort of dam to lower or raise the water level. It seems that each family had to agree somehow to change the water level. I'm amazed at how organized they seem to be, despite them being so primitive. Being trapped here probably made them stronger as a community. This civilization used these devices to raise and lower the water level. It's impressive. This panel is broken. I'll have to find another way to go through. Different types of creatures of the same species lived here, but they weren't free. They rebelled against their masters. The slaves seemed to worship two gods. So these creatures are immortal? The sunken continent. Was that their punishment? broken. I'll have to find another way to go through. I made it. My illness has kept me from being happy. What I feel now is the complete opposite of being sick. I feel full of life and energy. Even better than before my illness. Now the water level is really low, so I can access that tunnel. These creatures lived like slaves. All their lives imprisoned and tortured in this place. Was it possible to live a decent life in here? If you've lived all your life in a prison, how would you know that you are a prisoner? Now I can enter this tunnel. break me. That was quite a ride, but it's over now. That ladder. Someone set up camp in here. What is this? This... Oh my god. Did I almost forget about Harry? She doesn't seem to care much about Harry. And she doesn't seem to be thinking straight either. Harry, that look on your face. You look deranged. They seem to loathe each other. Oh dear, poor people. Is this why I'm changing too? A sanctuary? Harry, was that where you went?
My dear old pal. It's only Cass and me now. I have much to thank her for, even if our friendship is worn thin due to hunger and fatigue. If she hadn't insisted so much, we'd never have convinced Tearoa. He guided us as we followed the river down from the mountain peak. And that's how we found this entrance. And the mural. Maybe I can't undo what's happening to you, Nora, but I think I can try to become like you. The original inhabitants of this island took slaves to a sanctuary, and there they performed a ritual. Tearoa said the ritual was madness, and he didn't want any part of it. He and Cass argued, violently. When we woke up the next morning, he had left. I know it sounds strange, but you have to trust me, my love. I know this is going to work, and we can be together. You understand what that means, don't you, Nora? We have a second chance. With more love than ever, Harry.
Harry? What ritual are you talking about? Why on earth would you want to become like me? Please don't be a fool. You don't even know if that ritual of yours is going to work.
희매님 안녕하세요.
Somebody painted these symbols on the wall.
이제 퍼즐 게임이니까
You
이
followed the
정도면은
river from the temple summit.
후반이어야 할 것 같은데
Find this entrance.
잘 모르겠어요.
You followed the river from the temple summit, and it took you some days to find this entrance. So the guide left the expedition. That would explain the workshop on the white sand beach. The sun is setting. It is so beautiful.
그래픽이 예쁘긴 한데 뭔가 단시간에 뭔가 가득 채우려고 이렇게 이런 식으로 만든 것 같아요. 주인공이 이미 물고기로 변해서 수영치고 다녔어요. 물고기?
Looks like a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary.
어류 인간인 것 같은데 이 동굴 속에 어떤 신이 있었고 신이 그 지상의 인간하고 물고기 인간을 노예로 부렸던 것 같아요. 근데
Seems to
그
show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other means death.
신에 대한 뭔가 반란 같은 게 있어서 아마 그 이후에 인간하고 이 물고기 인간하고 사는 곳이 분리된 것 같은데 예, 솔직히 이거 게임 다 깨도 무슨 내용인지 저는 잘 모를 것 같아요.
This panel looks different from the others. It's much more elaborate.
인어공주보다는 어인공주가 맞는 것 같아요.
This must be my transportation to the sanctuary. makes sense. Nothing bad is going to happen to me here, as menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves, like a wild animal against an unknown threat. That's how they perceived the expedition, like a threat. But I, on the other hand, I wasn't a threat. And I definitely wasn't unknown, was I? They seemed to recognize me, as if I was one of their own. Everything seems so distant now. As if I first stepped on that white beach thousands of years ago. A full moon? It can't be. Yesterday was a new moon. Did I lose track of time, or... Maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics. That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night. It's hard to believe everything is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Englewood and... everything will be as before. My perfectly ordinary life with Harry. My daily routines. My illness. That will be as before too. And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. Feeling that I don't really belong there anymore. And with there, I don't mean Englewood, or Boston, or Newburyport. I mean... How is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years? There it is. The sanctuary.
여기가 끝이려나요?
So is this where you went, Harry? Was this your last stop? Another camp. Although it's little more than a few things scattered about.
My dear old pal. I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle. This door. I know how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only way we can be together. It has to work, right? All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Nora? I wish you could be here to... Damn it. I have to think it over. I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow. Damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see what the Black Ooze does? What it did to the Doctor? Are you out of your mind? Harry, what is this? It looks like the ramblings of a madman. This dagger looks exactly like the one I have. Was the blood of these creatures... a library? What are you talking about, Harry? god. This syringe has traces of black ooze. What the hell were you thinking? Black ooze on a petri dish. Oh, I really hope this works. So I have to put my hand inside? Harry asleep in his tent. What a creepy photograph. Oh my, she sounds completely out. A camera. It must be Cassandra's. A camera. It must be Cassandra's. Let's give it a try. Ouch! Oh! Ah! What was that? Looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved. This mural seems to describe a ritual involving blood. That dagger. If he's behind that door, I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place?
일단 다들 미쳐가고 있으니까 공포 비슷한 것 같기도 하고.
Riddled with incoherent doodles. I wonder what this means. Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch. I wonder what this means. Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods.
우주에서 온 하나님, 크툴루.
Where is this door leading me? A shining constellation. I better draw it. It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for? An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe. circular stones with strange carved symbols. These icons on the wheel are the same as the constellations I have on my hand.
우연히 걸렸네요.
They took them to a throne room. That was the final step in the ritual. What an odd structure, riddled with nooks and crannies and endless stairways. Maybe it only hurts the first time. Ah! The second also hurts. When I arrived on this island, I felt like I was trespassing. But now, I feel like this is where I belong.
아, 타누 사모님 안녕하세요.
They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort. Black and white figures. Good doggies, or dragons, whatever you are.
아, 이 개가 바라보는 쪽으로 다리가 생기네요. 문신 추가.
Again? Seriously? Ow! That hurt! Again.
남편이 미쳐 있을 것 같죠? 남편이 이미 미쳐가고 있었으니까. 그나저나 지금 퍼즐을 거의 그냥 무작위로 찍어서 맞추고 있는데 뭐 나머지 두 개도 맞출 수 있을까요?
This place is like a labyrinth. It was submerged in black ichor.
검은 액체 하니까 자꾸 영화 프로메테우스가 생각나는데요.
Harry seems to be on the brink of madness. But I don't feel the slightest hint of confusion. On the contrary, I feel my mind is more focused than ever.
마지막 문신.
Oh, come on. One more time. Ah.
어쨌든 프로메테우스도 인간을 창조한 신과 같은 존재랑 그거에 관련된 얘기였으니까 뭐 비슷한 것 같기도 해요. 마지막 하나. 마지막
All
하나.
the doors are open, but where is the constellation I need to open the throne room?
이제 또 바닷속으로 들어가나
Another
봐요.
one of those gates. I have to get into the water again.
일단 반대편 왔고 또 점 한번 찍어야겠네요. 이거 무슨 포켓몬이랑 비슷하게 생긴 것 같은데.
Again? Seriously? Ow! That hurt! Again.
근데 마지막 별자리는 뭔지 잘 모르겠는데.
I can feel the torment of the thousands of slaves who perished here.
근데 알고 봤더니 이 주인공이 그 노예 수입 그 물고기 종족이 아니라 바로 이 신이었던 거 아니에요? 신을 지금 불러들이는 뭔가 의식에 끌려온 게 아닌지. 근데 마지막 문장이 뭔지 알아야지 맞출 텐데. 마지막 문양? 그게 어디 있었지? 그냥 이걸 다 채우면 되는 건가? 모르겠는데 또. 아, 저 굵은 점들을 다 채우면 되는 건가? 굵은 점. 굵은 점이 5개인데 지금 3개를 채웠고 하나 둘 저 반대쪽에 또 하나가 있어야 되네요. 이걸로 5개는 다 채웠는데 이게 아닌가 본데. 모르겠는데 어디 뭐가 있었나?
An eye and a star.
별을 보라.
Look at the stars.
Oh.
Stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize.
저걸 어떻게 해요?
That is not the same sky you can see from Earth. And if that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now?
저걸 보고 하라는 것 같은데 아닌가? 너무 많은데?
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
별을 보라 봤는데 별이 너무 많아요. 이쪽 위치 이렇게 보면은 여기 하나가 더 빛나야 될 것 같은데 그게 아닌가. 이 노트 한 마지막에 뭐가 채워져야 될 것 같은데요, 이거. 저 별이 맞는 것 같은데. 열심히 짜맞춰 보신 것 같은데.
All these papers are riddled with inco.
이것들은 퍼즐 해결했고 이 별을 보고 별을 이건 여기가 이게 맞는 것 같고 혹시 이 별 모양대로 내려앉아야 되나? 뭐지?
The door to the sanctuary is open.
또 우연히 맞았네요.
It's time to find out what's waiting for me inside. There's something written on the floor. With blood. Fall. Haven't I heard that word in my dreams? What a disturbing mirror. Is it made of black ichor? I feel like it is speaking to me. Oh, heavens. There's something written in the floor with blood.
이제 뭘 해야 되지?
Fall. Coffin? Haven't I heard that word in my dreams?
여기 길이 있었구나.
My God. Nothing that happens here appears to respect the most basic rules of physics. However, as strange as it may be, it does maintain a peculiar harmony. Like the workings of a clock or a music box. Harry, is that you?
캐리? 아이고.
No, 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 no! Tell me it isn't you, Harry. It can't be you. It can't be.
왠지 해리가 아니라 카산드라일 것 같은데.
Oh my God, Harry, no! In the end, you performed the ritual.
카산드라?
But why? I don't understand it. Why? You knew it. You knew it wasn't going to work. You knew the ritual wasn't going to work. That's why you never sat on the throne. You didn't even perform the ritual, did you, Harry? But you wanted me to think that you had. You even left a lure to confuse me. But why?
뭔가 기억 속과 현실을 왔다 갔다 하는 것 같아요.
What really happened?
기억의 방에 나와서
The only person with you in that sanctuary beach was Cassandra. So if you didn't die,
역시 카산드라.
it had to be her. Did she use the dagger to open the gates and carry out the ritual? You tried to stop her, but it was too late. She shot you with your own gun and left you for dead, didn't she, Harry? Because Cassandra was ambitious and would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets here. The island fueled that hunger for knowledge. You had doubts about whether the ritual would work. But what happened to Cassandra cleared up those doubts. The ritual wasn't for people like you.
그럼 해리는 어디에 갔을까요?
The
살아있나?
ritual was only for people like me. But you refused to believe it until the island itself spoke directly to you. Hacha Folgafen. She is our daughter. That's when you finally understood. You understood what my fate would be if I didn't come here and carry out the ritual. A slow and painful death.
처음부터 의식을 성공시킬 수 있는 사람은 주인공 노라밖에 없었던 것 같아요. 저게 해리? 아니구나. 카산드라.
So you faked your own demise and left your glasses near Cassandra's corpse. Those same glasses you never take off. And you sent me the package from Dignity, Harry. Your picture, the key, the dagger. Another one of your scavenger hunts. And I took the bait. You made me come to this island, the same island where you almost lost your mind and your life. The same island where 4 members of your expedition perished. Why did you deceive me, Harry? You said you would never lie to me. Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you do this to me? Because you knew that I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. Right, my love? Not even if staying with you would mean a slow and painful death. So the only way to get me to leave you was to make me believe you were dead. And you chose to live a life without me, so I could be who I really am. That's why you tried to deceive me. But I know you too well, my dear old pal. We've had so many years together, so many moments of love, happiness, understanding, friendship. A whole beautiful life with you. I know what you tried to do, but I can't let you make this decision for me, Harry. Either I embrace my fate and accept what I've always been, and leave you behind, or I reject it and return home with you to relish
선택.
the time that my illness gives us.
물고기 인간이 되어서
It's my
영생을 누릴
decision to
것인지
make.
아니면 사랑하는 남편의 곁에 남을 것인지 떠난다. 집으로 돌아간다. 함께 해야죠.
You were right about one thing, Harry. I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. I know who I really am and where I belong. I know fate has eternal life in store for me, but an eternal life without you is worthless, meaningless. So, I choose the slow and painful death. I'm going back home.
다시 해변가로 처음에.
You staged this ruse because you love me. But true love is reciprocal. So I'm also making this decision because I love you. Our love is greater than fate, lineage, or all the pain I can suffer. Whatever time we have left, we'll spend together. When the time comes, it will be your hand that holds mine.
내가 어디로 왔었지? 아, 여기가 해변.
And those beautiful blue eyes will be the last thing I see before I leave.
저 배로 갈 수가 없는데. 그냥 갖다 치고.
So, you didn't find your husband on that island, Mrs. Everhart.
I did find my husband. He wasn't on the island, though.
But what have you been doing these 3 days? What did you find there?
I don't know. The truth about myself, I suppose. And at the same time,
남편은 먼저
the
집에
reason
가
to
있나?
go back home.
I don't think I follow you.
Have you ever been in love, Captain Hodgson?
In love? You mean like in a romance novel?
No, that's fiction, Captain. In real life, true love stories don't end with a wedding. They end with a funeral. And the only thing that eases that
아까
final
손을
moment of
흔들고
heartbreaking sadness
그러니까 배에서 이 보트를 보내주는 것 같아요.
Honestly,
안 보일 텐데 저 배 저렇게 먼 데서 손을 흔드는데 어떻게 보여?
But if you love your husband that much, he's certainly a lucky man.
We are both lucky.
그 럭키맨 집에 가 있는 거 맞나?
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2, don't forget the harmony. 1, 2, 3.
뭔가 이렇게 어쨌든 해피엔딩인 것 같아요. 남편 뭐 집에서 아내가 영생을 누리기를 기도하면서 있던지 어딘가에서 술 마시고 있겠죠.
May some angel sentry guard you while I stray, and fate be kind to join us some sweet day. Oh, how I miss you, dear old pal of mine.
그 전에 영화 세이프 오브 워터였나? 세이프 오브 워터? 거기도 이제 약간 그 고전적인 물고기 인간이 나오는 영화였는데 정확하게 기억이 안 나는데 거기서도 주인공이 선택을 해야 됐던 것 같아요. 그 사랑하는 물고기 인간이랑 똑같이 물로 들어가야 했는지 아니면 인간의 삶을 계속 살 것인지.
Dear old pal of mine.
저는 이 엔딩도 괜찮은 것 같아요.
How I miss your smile and your tender loving way. I just want you only, want you.
수인이 되면 어떻게 될까요?
May God decree I have you back someday. Oh, how I miss you.
남편은 애초에 여기서 인물 모델링은 하나도 안 나왔기 때문에 처음부터 나올 리가 없었어요. 예.
Each night
애초에 뭔가 저예산 게임 같아가지고 처음부터 캐릭터 모델러를 고용을 안 했을 것 같아요. 어차피 손만 만들면 되니까. 아, 죽어가나봐.
I'm fine, Harry. Don't worry. I can keep going.
병이 낫지
No,
않아가지고.
listen. Let's leave it for today. You shouldn't make any unnecessary efforts.
Really, darling, I'm fine.
You need to rest, Nora. Come on. I'll take you to bed.
예전에 그 톰 행크스 나온 스플래시였나? 스플린터였나? 그런 영화에서도 보면은 이제 이너가 물 밖으로 찾아오잖아요.
Even today, so many years later,
이제
I
남편의
still
시점.
doubt whether I did the right thing. In the end, it didn't matter. You returned home and forgave my deception.
결국 노라는
We moved close to the sea.
운명을 받아들이고
A few more good years, didn't we? Until you left me at one sunny March
남은
morning.
시간을 남편과 함께 행복하게
I wish I
보내다가
could be reunited with you.
그렇게 떠난 것 같네요.
Fate has punished me with a long and sorrowful life, with no other incentive than my work, because that is the only thing I have now, my dear old pal.
예쁜 이너 스플래시. 뭐 사람 사는 게 다 그렇죠 뭐. 저는 좋은 엔딩인 것 같아요. 그 스플래시에서도 아마 마지막에 톰 행크스가 이제 그 사랑하는 이너를 따라서 물 속에 들어갈 건지 아니면 세상 그 도시의 삶을 유지할 건지 그 선택을 하는데 뭐 물 속에 갈 때도 사랑하는 사람이 있으니까 가는 거지. 아무것도 없는 물 속에서 영생을 살아봐야 무슨 소용이 있을까? 같은 종족이 있을 것 같지도 않은데. 혹시 역시 선택지는 세이브가 돼 있지 않네요. 물고기가 되는 엔딩은 어떠려나 했었는데 그거 못 볼 것 같아요. 어쨌든 저는 괜찮은 선택을 한 것 같아요. 마지막에 물고기 인간이 되어서 영원한 삶을 누리는 거는 유튜브에서 영상을 찾아봐야겠네요. 빅도 그랬었죠. 영화 빅도 결국 원래의 삶으로 돌아가는 사랑을 포기하고 그런 엔딩이었던 것 같아요. 진짜 너무 어렸을 때 봐가지고 기억이 가물가물하네요. 토요명화 이런 거에서 봤던 것 같은데. 어쨌든 행복한 삶은 이쪽에 있었을 것 같아요. 아니면은 물고기 인간을 선택했으면 그럴 리는 없겠지만 무슨 기적이 일어나서 남편도 물고기 인간이 되어서 물속에서 다시 만난다든지 뭐 이런 엔딩이면 좋았겠지만 그럴 것 같지는 않은데. 아무튼 재밌었습니다. 함께 가주셔서 감사해요. 주말의 명화도 많이 봤었는데 어렸을 때 비디오가 없어가지고 예쁜 여인이나 족쇄를 채워야 함. 어떻게 될지 모르겠네요. 감사합니다. 방송 종료하겠습니다. 저도 토요명화 다시 보고 싶네요. 다음에는 이제 툼레이드를 이어서 계속 해볼까 합니다. 감사합니다.